guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. In today's video, I am using the Sigma Rosa palette and the Samantha March palette from Ofra Cosmetics, which is her collab palette. I won the Sigma palette from Samantha March, so I figured what better way to, get through using some of these palettes than to use them both together. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know I am doing like a test right now for these palettes. I have realized recently that I have one too many eyeshadow palettes, and what I've challenged myself to do is to use 2 palettes at a time to get to know them better, to see how I like them, to know how they work, whether or not I'm going to keep them, whether or not it's something that I want to continue to have in my collection, and things like that. So that is a challenge that I have for myself that I'm working on right now. So you're going to be seeing a lot of 2 looks, 2 palettes kind of thing, because that way not only can I test out more colors in the perspective palettes to see if they all work right, if they work the way I want them to, if they're colors I even enjoy, that kind of thing. And it'll give me a better understanding of whether or not I even want to like keep the product. And it's just, it's personal preference here, but I've got a few too many eyeshadow palettes right now, and I'm finding that there's like only certain ones that I'm reaching for, and I would rather not keep a bunch of products that I'm not going to be using. I will be leaving my Depop listed down in the description box, but if you're interested in any of the palettes, I might even, when I do my declutter video, I will do like a video separate so you guys can see all of the eyeshadow palettes that I have currently right now that I'm either needing to get rid of or wanting to get rid of, because I have several that I either have listed on Depop for sale or Facebook or wherever, or I've been trying to sell them, or I need to list them to sell because for one reason or another I get busy and I get distracted and I forget. So anyways, I'm going to leave down in the description box the colors that I'm using for each eye. I also do face makeup in this video, which I very rarely, if ever, record that. So I figured all of this is real time. All of this is 100%, how I did it. Only thing I cut out was like hunting for brushes or color switching the brushes or looking for a product, that kind of thing. So far we have the Rosa palette and the Ofra X Samantha March palette on my eyes. And now I'm using the NYX Yellow Corrector. It's like CW0 something, whatever. I'll try and link as many of the products as I can in the description box. I haven't linked a whole lot of stuff lately because I found that a lot of people weren't really, I can link stuff and then like nobody ever clicks on it. So I will try and remember to link it. And if you guys click it, then you click it. If not, it takes like an hour or 2 to get all that stuff listed in the description box anyways. So it's very time consuming, but I'll try and get it done. The Wet n Wild foundation, I know it's too pink for me, but it is what it is. I'll try and remember to link the brushes as well, because I did write down what brushes I used, what products I use, that kind of thing. But I figured because I was actually filming this and I was bad, I filmed this on the 7th of May. So I was testing out a bunch of theories and whatnot before I started my job training and stuff on the 10th. And then there's a few videos that I filmed while I was technically supposed to be in job training. But because of some of the interactions in job training, I decided I would sit and film a YouTube video because they were too busy talking about horror shows or zombie movies or things like that, instead of teaching anything that was useful for the job. So I know that it's wrong on my part to do that at a brand new job, but if I say in chat, hey, can we get back on task, and I get ignored or I get told, yeah, sure, in a minute, kind of thing, and then they continue to talk on for like another half an hour or an hour, I'm gonna get up and find something better to do with my time, because I'm literally just sitting there listening to them discuss things that have absolutely no bearing on what I'm there for. So I know that that might just seem prudish of me or whatever, but at this point I am very upset by the way things have gone since I started training. And so there's that. But I am kind of enjoying doing the 2 looks, 2 palettes things again to get use not only out of the palettes, but to get to know some of these palettes. And there's one I picked up to like I put a bunch of them together so I could get them all like matched up with other palettes that I think they would work well with. And I picked up one, I'm like, ew, why do I still have you? I know it's an eyeshadow palette and it can't feel, but I feel like I hurt its feelings because I picked up and the first thing I said was, ew, why do I still have you? And if eyeshadow palettes had feelings, I'm sure that one would be rather upset. So I was mean to my eyeshadow palette. I didn't directly mean to, but I know what I said was very wrong and insensitive, and I apologize for it. But I'm really not sorry. It's sad that, you know, here I'm worried about the feelings of an inanimate object, but you know, it is what it is. We all have those days, I guess, where things are just not quite the right. And yes, I'm randomly bursting out in song because I have music playing while I'm doing this. But, you know, that's just me too. I'll play music and just randomly sing along to it. But I can't do that on YouTube because even like 3 seconds of music or me singing along to music or singing the music, even if it's through earbuds, has gotten me those lovely little copyright flags. So, or it's like, this isn't a strike, but the owner of said music doesn't like the fact that you use 2 seconds of their song. How they can tell what the hell it is within like 2 words or 2 seconds or whatever is beyond me. But you know, YouTube seems to be pretty big on hard-ons for those things where they do not like it. They don't want it used and that kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, well, I can understand if it's like a business not wanting you to put in somebody else's song. But like when you're just kind of randomly singing along to stuff like 1 or 2 frames, then it shouldn't be such a big deal. But you know, that's just my opinion. And you know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Sometimes people have more than one. So yeah. Anyways, back to the makeup. So this is like, one of them's a more wearable berry look. The other one's a more dark berry look. I love berry toned looks. They make my blue eyes so pretty. The only other colors that I wear that make my eyes like really blue are like boring ass neutral colors, and I don't understand why. Like the standard neutral eye, or with a hint of gold or a bronze or anything along those lines, standard neutral colors with my eyes make them like really stand out. But these like warm berry tones that I have on right here on both eyes, the one eye is darker, and if you do look at my eye color, it makes it more like a grayish blue. The other one is more like a dark, like cornflower kind of blue, which I think it's neat how you can look at what eyeshadow does just to the simple coloring of your eyes. I know it seems to make a difference in the way my face appears as well. So there's always that, which I find fascinating, that something, you know, as simple as your eyeshadow color or even like a t-shirt or wearing your hair up versus down can change the way things completely look, like whether they look different or not on your face. But I'm at about 10 minutes now for this voiceover. I'm going to go ahead and stop the voiceover for just a little bit. I'll play a song or two, and then I will come back and talk to you at the end. Oh, by the way, I do that to see if I'm tacky there or not, see if I need any powder, and then I just lightly go over it because I have dry skin. I don't wear a whole lot of powder, so there's that. So let me go find you some music that I can throw in here real quick, and I will be back and talk to you in just a minute. So, what do you guys think so far? I mean, this product I'm using right now came from the Ofra glam bag, or not glam bag, the darn it, the mystery box that I got. It's called a bronzer. It's a blush and a bronzer combined. It's too orangey for a bronzer for me, and it's too dark for a too orangey for a blush and too dark for a bronzer. But I tried to go in very lightly, and then I tried going over it with that blush from the palette, and it doesn't seem to, like, the blush didn't help any. I tried, but it was way too dark, way too orange for the bronzer thing. Now I'm trying to go over it with the Samantha March bronzer, which is a little bit dark for me. But as I get some sun, maybe it'll work. But what do you guys think so far that I've gotten this far? And what do you think of the two songs that I picked? One of them, the name of the song is called Grut. I'm like, Grut? What the hell is a grut? And this is a trick I use for highlighter. If I want to get highlighter to work a little bit better, I spray the air. Sometimes I'll spray my face, but with Ofra highlighters, you really don't have to give them a whole lot of help. So I just kind of spray the air and then just pick it up on the brush like that, so I'm not like soaking the brush and I'm not soaking my face. But yeah, that's what I was doing there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think so far. I do mix a couple of lip colors here coming up in just a second. This is a Pixie eyeliner I got from an Ipsy. Ooh, speaking of Ipsy, by the way, so I never got my April glam bag. They didn't ship it. Well, excuse me. Let me be very specific with my words here. They printed the mailing label on the 15th or the 17th of last month, right? It didn't go anywhere until the 25th. That's when DHL supposedly took possession of the package. So it sat for several days with just a label and not going anywhere. So it went from Texas to Florida by the 29th. It got into Orlando on the 29th, and it has never been heard from again. I've been contacting Ipsy since the 15th of April to let them know, like, hey, where's my stuff? I finally emailed them again, and they were like, oh, well, because you're outside your 15-day blah, 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 our policy is that. I was like, look, if you check your records, I have sent DMs on Twitter. I have emailed you 8 times with no freaking reply. Not to mention the fact that, yes, I do fix the lip color that's out of bounds there. Yeah, see, I fixed it. Then I'm checking my teeth and everything else. Because y'all never tell me when I got lipstick on my teeth. I don't know what the hell's that's all about. Bunch of rude. Y'all never telling me I got lipstick on my teeth. So anyways, I let them know every which way I tried to contact them, and the fact that I never got responses back. So they were like tripping over themselves, basically apologizing, saying that they'd send another one out. And then of course, by that time, it was time for my May bag to ship. So I get one tracking email that's for, I'm guessing, the replacement bag, which one was shipped on the 12th of May, one was shipped on the 13th of May, supposedly. Or at least that's when the labels were created in the system. So both packages were picked up at the same time from a North Carolina distribution place on the 15th of May, according to the tracking I looked at yesterday. So labels were printed on the 12th and the 13th. It was picked up on the 15th. So maybe sometime before the end of the month, I'll have April's and May's, and I'll do a double unboxing of both. So hopefully, I don't know when the hell this will go up. I got so many videos to schedule right now, it's not even funny. I might even start posting them every day because I got so many. Anyways, this is the finished look using the Samantha March X Ofra Cosmetics Collab palette, as well as the Sigma Rosa palette that I got from a Samantha March giveaway. I figured that was appropriate to use both together. I'm also wearing her lip color, and then I put a darker lip color in the center, but it didn't seem to deepen things up too much. So there's always that. But let me know, do you like the lighter eye better or the darker eye better? I found that the shimmers in the Samantha March palette are not so spectacular, but the ones in the Sigma palette definitely make up for it. I will see you guys later. Hopefully you like this like ranty-ish, chit-chatty voiceover. And I will see you guys in another video. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. Bye.